Good evening and welcome to KMTV. I'm Louisa Britton. Your top stories tonight. Woman pleads guilty to causing motorcyclist death. Waitress sentenced in blackmail case. And Gills appoints new head coach. But first this evening, a woman's been banned from driving and told to expect a prison sentence after a motorcyclist was killed. 57-year-old Therese Langley from Snodland pleaded guilty to causing death by dangerous driving after Lee Saunders, a father of two, died on the A242 near Chilham Village Hall. Emergency crews and the air ambulance attended the scene in April last year, and the road was closed for several hours. Sentencing was postponed until February, and Langley has been granted bail until the next hearing. A man's been taken to hospital after threatening to jump off a car park roof. Police were called at around 9 o'clock this morning to the Moors car park in Maidstone. The man, aged between 35 and 40, was persuaded to come down and taken to hospital. Now, a woman's been sentenced to 8 months in youth custody after she tried to blackmail a police officer. Nightclub waitress Georgia Harris, who was 18 at the time, met the Sevenoaks police officer on a dating website and tried to blackmail him by suggesting he wanted to rape her. She asked him to pay her £200 after sending him a doctored video and threatening to go to the police with it. Harris was convicted of blackmail and sentenced to 8 months youth custody. And in sport, it didn't take long for Gillingham to have a new manager in charge at the club following the sacking of Justin Edinburgh. Harry Pete has this update.
Well, I'm outside Priestfield Stadium where last night the Gills announced the successor, or even successors in this case, to former manager Justin Edinburgh, who was sacked on Monday. Former player Ady Pennock, alongside assistant managers Jamie Day and also another former player in Steve Lovell, will head up the managing side for the rest of the season. We caught a small glimpse of the new staff coming out of the stadium this morning as they met the players for the first time ahead of a game in a couple of weeks' time against Oldham on the 14th.
And finally, it's good news for Dreamland fans as the theme park looks set for a major investment that could help change its fortune. In December last year, Dreamland's operators had accumulated almost £3 million of debt, but the Arrowgrass Master Fund has now decided to increase this investment to nearly £10,000. This comes as the Scenic Railway reopened in December after the ride was out of action for nearly 6 months. And just before we go, a look at the weather.
Tonight, the January cold weather continues as temperatures fall to 1 degrees across the county, with highs of 3 degrees in central areas. Take extra care if you're out on the roads with fog and icy conditions settling in. We start tomorrow morning with slightly warmer weather, with temperatures getting to around 5 degrees on the southeast coast. Cloud will cover most of the county as we work our way into the afternoon. Temperatures do look set to creep up again though, with that 1 degrees in Ashford in the morning, turning into 5 degrees by the afternoon. The cloud cover continues to stick around across Kent.
Well, that's all from us this evening. We'll be back again tomorrow with all the latest stories from across Kent. In the meantime, don't forget you can always keep up to date by listening to KMFM or logging on to kentonline.co.uk. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.